Whoa, what's going on, Banger TV? I am back with another Overkill review, Bangers Weekly metal review show. You know, I personally got a puppy. Here's a picture of Bear. I like to call him Barry White. What a cool dude. Fuzzed and Buzzed had a new record come out, Nightmare in the Afternoon and Omen in Fancy Robes. If you guys are into that whole 60s hard rock stuff, you totally got to check it out. You can find that on our website with free shipping in all of North America. But that's not the reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is I am reviewing one of my most anticipated records of this year. It is a band from Baltimore. Did we just uncover a 70s relic? This is the debut self-titled release by Magick Potion. It is out right now on Riding Easy Records. Magick Potion were named Head previously. Whoa, I know. Fuzzed and Buzzed released an album by a band named Head. You should also check that out. But these are two completely different bands. These guys are from Baltimore, from the outskirts of Baltimore. And what, you know, the 70s and stoner rockers know about the outskirts of Baltimore, Frederick, Maryland is like a hotbed for stoner doom. We got like Spirit Caravans around there, Weed is Weed, Weed Coffin, Earth Ride, Faith and Jane, and the list goes on. Magick Potion bring it back to the 70s, from the image of these guys to the sound, to the font, totally influenced by Blue Cheer, Amboy Duke, and Budgie. The sound is old, but these guys are new. So how about we dive in and really find out, are these guys bringing the 70s back? All right, so when you see this album cover, you know, and just the look at these guys are just so authentic, and they're really bringing back the 70s authenticity here. Take a listen to this song, Fever Dream. See what I mean here? You can perfectly hear the warm sound of everything. I personally messaged Magick Potion. I said, hey guys, how is this recorded? And this is what they said back to me. This album was recorded live with all of us in the same room. We recorded it entirely on reel-to-reel tape at Memphis Magnetic. It was a great process overall, using only analog to record. A lot more thought goes behind every detail while recording this way. And I feel like you can really hear it in the songs, you know? You can really feel that everything really took time to think about, all right, are we gonna throw this guitar solo here? And all right, are these vocals gonna, like, are we gonna put them here? Like, here, let's listen to a bit of Fever Dream again. Not every studio has reel-to-reel and you're recording on tape. And that is a totally different beast, and it sounds so warm, and it takes way more passion. You need to be way more involved in the recording process when you're doing it analog. You know what they say, man, once you go analog, you can't go back. I know we talked about the authenticity of these guys and it's sounding so warm, but let's like really nitpick this album cover here because I love it. All right. When I first saw this, I thought this was a Head & Shoulders commercial. I know I got good hair, but these guys, they look amazing. And you know what I thought? When I saw this, I was like, okay, Imagine, you know, you're digging through some records and then you see this Magick Potion and it's covered in bong water, you know? The corner is dented and there's like a beer ring stain on the front cover. That is what I think is going to happen to this album in the next 50 years. People are gonna think, man, this is an underground relic from over 100 years ago. Yeah, I know, these guys are like so 70s hard rock. So listen to this very like cafe-inspired song called Chateau. The vibe of that song, I think, fits perfectly with everything about that album cover. Riding Easy, you know, you got connections. Get Head and Shoulders involved with these guys. They need a sponsor. Here's where I think things could be a bit different. Let's listen to the first bit of Wizard.
Strive to be God within a male.
All right, that took a while, and especially when recording on analog and, you know, reel to reel and doing it on tape, I feel like every second really counts. In the first 2 minutes of this, I was like, man, when is this going to start? And then listen to the back half of Wizard. Dude, like that is just mind-blowing doom. And these guys I find are really keeping the metal out of doom. This is just pure 70s doomy hard rock, you know? It's like the first 4 Black Sabbath records. Is it metal? I don't know. It seems like doom to me. And this record has that written all over it. You know, it's like has that feel of Pink Floyd Freakouts. But that 2 minutes at the beginning, you could have used that at the end. You could have used that on a different song, maybe a bit of interlude in between songs. It just seemed like a bit of dead air. And I don't like dead air. These songs are unbelievably catchy. And something that I noticed here, and hey, I love it, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think. Because what I'm about to explain here really reminds me of the whole Mephistopheles worshipping electric wizard. So listen to the first 45 seconds of their song, Never Change.
My hand it reaches like a wave of darkness deep into your mind.
Now, I don't know if we're able to do this. I don't know if we're going to get sued, but let's listen to the first 45 seconds of Black Sabbath's National Acrobat.
I am the world that hides the universal secret of all time.
Dude, those were basically the same songs, the same riff, but it's an ode to Black Sabbath. And I think that is so cool. I like these odes to, you know, the Black Sabbath, the Blue Oyster Cult, the Pink Floyds, the Wizard, like you name it, right? I think that's so cool. But a lot of people think that that can get stale. But hey, man, look at these guys. I think if these guys took a friggin' time machine to the 70s and stood beside Sabbath and Cactus and all those other dudes, they would all look at each other and say, holy shit, these guys are identical to what we want and what we sound like. And hey, I think it's cool. The riff is so catchy. Let's listen to another little bit of Never Change. let's listen to a little bit of Wild Perfumes. And yeah, I wear cologne.
Fair woman dance in the bar. Lavish decadence, grandeur, splendor, perfumes fill the air.
All right, I really feel like this has quite a mantra feel to this. I feel like I should be meditating right now listening to this. And I personally don't think that this fits well on the album. I think this song could have been better on a 7-inch, maybe just a solo single and not on the record. They did a fantastic job. It sounds unbelievable. But when I listen to this record, I feel like this song is the sore thumb of the record. I'm really interested if they're gonna play it live. Hey, they're coming to Toronto November 17th, co-hosted by Fuzzed and Buzzed and Black Throne. They're playing at Handlebar. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I hope they play it live and they completely change my mind about that. But right now I'm like, yeah, that could just be a 7-inch or a solo single. I don't know, you tell me, does that song fit on this record? I think this record rocks. I was really waiting for these guys. I loved when their band name was Head, and those songs were awesome. I really love everything that Magick Potion is doing now, from the look to their friggin' text. I do wish Wizard was just a bit more rockin' at the beginning and it didn't take 2 minutes to get started. Wild Perfumes, that's definitely gonna be a grower on me. Maybe not, I don't know. I think that should have been a 7-inch, but regardless, I am giving this 4.4 bell bottoms out of 5. Yeah, that's right. We're bringing it back to the 70s. It's my favorite part, man. This is everything that I wait for. Okay, so this is coming out. Well, it's actually out now. Sir Ian Blurton. You know, whenever you say his name, you have to say Sir in front of it. Sir Ian Blurton. Ian Blurton's future now. This album is called Crimes of the City. And man, Ian Blurton is the absolute most real deal Canadian rocker of all time. This guy, Ian Blurton, is the coolest. This album is one of the most anticipated albums of this year for me. It's a total Thin Lizzy twin guitar worship. It has members of Blue Rodeo in the band, and it's crazy. These guys are actually going on tour mid-November with Toronto 3-piece hard rockers Tumble. And then next, we have a band from Newfoundland, Lund. The idea for Lund is to take the hard rock from Thin Lizzy, melodic sensibility from Depeche Mode, and the edge from Dark Throne, throw it all together and see what happens. And wow, do you ever see what happens. This album is amazing. It just came out. Check it out. Support Canada and support Newfoundland. Those guys are a bit far away. Get on your boat and go see these guys, and then go get screeched in. Could be a riot. All right, next we are going overseas, and we are looking up Black Spell Into Darkness. That is on our great friends record label, Electric Valley Records, and that is out November 29th. The vinyl is available for pre-order right now. I really enjoyed the first album a lot. Like that, I thought that first Black Spell record was fantastic. A total Electric Wizard worship record. And this, I don't know, is this thing gonna sound anything like the first record? Find out. And that wraps up this review. I thank you all so much for tuning in. Rock and roll, boogie on, you know where to find me.